Hello and welcome to the News in 5. In this segment, I share with you some headlines that I think you might be interested in round about 5 minutes. Sometimes I do go a little bit over time, please forgive me. Sometimes it's difficult to be concise with some of these headlines. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay, now with all that out of the way, let's get into the headlines. Oh boy. Biden is at it again. So the midterm elections are approaching in the US, and of course the Dems had to let Biden out of his playpen for a bit. Yeah, here's what happened. Lol, did you see Kamala Harris's face? Like she was genuinely scared that this old man is gonna fall off the stage. Kamala Harris is equivalent to the stay-at-home nurse that you hire to take care of your frail grandfather. I really wonder what the Secret Service was telling each other over their comms.
Blind eagles on the basket will be about $100 says blind eagle will fall off the basket. Negative, blind eagle on the edge of the basket. Great. Now I owe John $100. Someone tell the nanny to direct him. That's a negative on takeoff.
But wait, there's more.
In 2018, when they tried to do it, we went to 54 states.
What the f? This is the leader of the free world, ladies and gentlemen. There's 50 states you chop. We actually have a president of the United States of America who doesn't know how many states we have. And this guy has access to the nukes, ladies and gentlemen. It's a scary thought, but I don't think he'll be able to aim these nukes correctly. He'll probably end up taking out the moon.
Houston, we have a problem.
I just wanted to bring blackouts to the entire world to save the economy. Can we just put him back in the playpen, please? Now, have some of you heard of John Fetterman? In case you don't, in 2021, Fetterman announced his candidacy in the 2022 U.S. Senate election in Pennsylvania. He won the Democratic nomination with 59% of the vote and faces Republican celebrity Dr. Oz in the general election. He has some pretty radical left-wing views, but I'm not too worried because, well, this is what happened in a recent debate.
51% of Pennsylvania voters disapprove of the president's job performance. You have publicly supported many of his policy positions. Are there any that you disagree with? 30 seconds.
No, I just believe he needs to do more about supporting and fighting about inflation.
Was he getting that question via satellite?
Too late. The signal's fading.
Look, it's been reported that Fetterman had a stroke earlier this year, and it would seem to me that he's still recovering, even though his doctor has cleared him for the campaign. Either way, I'm not too worried about this guy, and I think he stands no chance against Dr. Oz. South Africa's crime stats tell a story of a nation at war with its women and children, Ramaphosa says. President Cyril Ramaphosa has lamented the continued increase in gender-based violence and femicide incidents despite government and civil society efforts to eradicate the scourge. The manner in which all these murders happen tell a story about our society that is deeply disturbing. It is a story of a nation that is seemingly at war with itself, but much worse. It is a story of a nation that is at war with the women of its country and the children of its country. He made these utterances at the second Gender-Based Violence and Femicide Summit. In the first quarter of 2021, there were 558 women murdered. This number drastically increased in the first quarter of 2022, with 855 women murdered. While 116 children were murdered in 2021, Abraham said that 243 children had already lost their lives this year. These numbers are appalling, to say the least. And while the president goes to these summits and talks about the problem, nothing ever gets done. This is nothing but a show, ladies and gentlemen, a PR campaign, because the ANC's president elections are coming up very soon. So of course, he wants to look good in the public eye. I mean, what is he doing to actually fix the problem? I know where he could start. He could start by getting rid of that incompetent police minister, Bekele. I mean, that would be step number 1, right? And then step number 2 is to replace Bekele with a competent police minister who makes sure that the law is enforced. Step 3, deal with this DNA backlog that we have in South Africa. And step 4, get SAPS to the point where it's respected and feared. And remember, there's a lot of gender-based violence cases that are not even reported. So these numbers, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Look, I know this is a very multi-layered problem, but these steps would be at least a start. Unfortunately, I know this will fall on deaf ears because Cyril's going to do nothing about it. I mean, we all remember this.
I agree completely that the killing of women must be brought to an end. Men who kill women, men who do all these things that abuse women, do not belong in society. They belong behind bars.
Yeah, since that, things have gotten worse. If you think for 1 second that the ANC is going to save you or protect you, well then you've been fooled by the PR campaign that the ANC has been doing over the years. And I hope you will show your disdain for them in 2024. I know I will. And there you have it. Let me know what you thought of the headlines in the comment section below. I do read most of them, if not all of them, and I do try and respond to them as well. This is your second reminder to please subscribe to the channel, and please like the video and share it as well. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.